Hello everybody, and we're about to continue our Let's Play series of Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. In this episode, we're going to be working our way through Drangleic Castle. Hopefully we will pretty much get through it. One thing we might want to do is light a torch just so we can see, because it is super dark in here. And we're just going to work our way through, because these enemies like to wake up. Okay, we'll draw them over. Tight that's the ball. Sort of bear drop, I'd say. Two of them. Trying to clean out a couple of them before we start opening up these doors, because there are so many in here. Okay. Look at this first door open now. Okay, I think this is our main path. Yes, that's the main way we want to go. And now there are a couple doors over here. Okay. I'd like to say there is a rune sentinel in here. I forget if this is the floor that falls. Ferris Lockstone. This is not the floor. Okay, we're gonna try this door over here. Okay, now we have a free torch, which is nice. Now we don't need our torch. Let's get this guy over here. Still spin just as much. Okay, and I take that back. We do need our torch still, because we have to use our torch down below. get down here. From helm. From actually the entire outfit set, it looks like. It's a pretty cool looking set. Armor worn by the Ferosa Lion Knights. The mighty Lion Knights, worshippers of the war god Faram, wore heavy armor and were feared for their nimble two-handed swordplay. Their legacy was cut short with the fall of Ferosa. Just to show you what that looks like. It's pretty cool. A little too heavy for us though. Try to be under 70. Is there any other set we could even wear? Leather, Knight is too heavy. Tattered, too heavy. The mannequin set, it's not too bad actually. It's kind of cool looking. Not too bad, but I believe this one Saints just has way more defense. We also have a Grave Warden top. Doesn't really go with our hood though. We'll just keep with what we got for now. Okay, so there is a bonfire over here, and then Dark Diver Grandal is right over here.
We meet again, young undead. You have the look of a true seeker. I am Dark Diver Grandal, seeker of dark, giver of dark. If you seek true dark, I will grant it to you, as much as you desire. Well then, is dark what you wish for?
Temporarily, we're just going to join the Pilgrims of the Dark just to get the Covenant. Okay, you get the Abyss Seal.
You are now a pilgrim of dark. The dark chasm beckons you. Those drawn to the dark are destined to seek it. Finally, you are here, young undead. Now, open the depths of darkness. Young undead, the dark awaits you.
Oh, you can buy aesthetics here. That's pretty cool. And you have some dark spells.
The embrace of the dark is gentle. Let it absorb your sorrows forever. The embrace.
Okay, that's
May
all
the
his
dark shine your
dialogue.
way.
So now all of these are open. You do have to be, I believe, in human form. You have to like offer an effigy. And you'll do each one of these portals. So you have one in the Shaded Ruins, one in Black Gulch, and then one here. And at the end of the third one, you get to fight Dark Lurker. But we'll be saving that for much later. Probably right before the DLC. Just so that we can get the Dragon Chime. I've had the Dark Lurker fight go a couple of ways. It either goes real smooth or it is just a nightmare. We shall see. Okay, so now we got pretty much everything we wanted out of that area. Make our way on over here. Not much over here. Dark arrows, that's pretty cool. But the cool item is right here. Frozen flower. A stone ornament shaped like a flower, cold enough to dampen the greatest heat. Opens the door to a new path from the Shrine of Winter, found on the road to the Great Castle. So now we have all 3 DLC key items. This is the Dragon Towns for the Sunken Kingdom. Heavy Iron Key is for the Old Iron Kingdom. And then we have the Frozen Flower, which is for Frozen Ilium Lois. So we are looking pretty good. Soul of a Hero, Life Gem, and Monastery Charm. That one does not wake up. I'd like to say there's one in here that might... Oh, Turtle Knight. Pretty cool looking. I guess not. Let's see, any good view? Okay. Oh, they're up there, I think. Yes. See if we can actually just that one. Okay. Now you can go over here. You have to take off all of your rings and all of your equipment. So just to show you what that looks like. Actually, it's kind of a pain. I don't think there's any items that we need over here, because we'd have to take off all of our rings, and then we'd lose spell slots, and we have to put them back on later. But you hop on over, you get that item, you just have to have all your equipment off. I tend to think it's not worth it. Oh, that's so cool. So there we were when we arrived. We walked all the way up. And now we are working our way through Drangleic Castle. So cool. Oh, this room. We might want our poison moss on, just in case. Ooh. Got lucky there. So these masks shoot out poison arrows. We're gonna work our way through this room. Our timing has just been off lately. 3 times in a row. I find that sometimes you have the parry timing down and sometimes you don't. It's probably just because every enemy has their own. More torch. Petrified dragon bone. And as you can see, you cannot stand too close to that painting. And that is Nashandra, actually. Just do not stand by the painting. It will not end up well for you. Ooh, is she going to invade us? I don't know if she will. She might not. Oh, that's a... Oh, there she is. Okay. Cool. So here is the Nameless Usurper. She look very familiar. This is actually Alicia. As you can see, she got the same outfit set. So that is why she is a little sus. Little suspect. Why would she invade us? I'd like to say that's the only sign made over here. Okay, we want to hop down here real quick. And then hop down here. And this is right where we were when we were above the acid pool. Ooh, the Hunter's Blackbow, I believe, is really good, especially if you have got higher dexterity. Let's take a look at it once. Yes, it scales with dexterity in S. The Blackbow is designed for long distances, difficult to handle at first, and requiring some amount of practice to master. The hunting goddess Evlana was no goddess at all, but rather a brave and highly skilled bow huntress. Long after her demise, the passing of lore transformed her into a deity. So we might actually work our way toward getting that upgraded, and then just switch on over to that one. I'm not sure we'd infuse it with anything, because it might be pretty good just as is with just 100% physical, and then we can alternate our arrows with it. I'd like to say one of these opens up. We're just gonna light it, we're not gonna rest by it. And here is Nashandra herself. Not sure what type of statues are next to her, but here we go.
You have fought admirably on your journey, cursed undead. I am Nashandra, Queen of Drangleic. A true monarch carries the weight of their souls. The last king of this land, King Vendrick, as he was called. He found the strength to rule his people, and when the undead were born, cursed, he found more strength to face them. But in the end, he never took the true throne. Visit Vendrick. We have no need for two rulers.
Okay, we'll get more into her story as the game progresses. She sits very still in a very creepy way. Okay, so next up we got a little boss fight. The Twin Dragon Rider fight. I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna just start with Great Lightning Spear and work our way through. Not exactly sure why they put this here, but let's have some fun. And get hit in the process. Oh boy. Don't want to drive through the Twin Dragon Riders. Out of lightning. And that is the Twin Dragon Rider fight. A little sloppy, but we managed. I find that sometimes when you don't expect too much out of a fight, you can play a little more sloppy. You always have to take every enemy a little more seriously, though. Otherwise you can get hit a lot. Oh, good old Benhart.
Oh, well met, friend. Good to see you well. Yes, very good indeed. I journeyed from the distant east to perfect my swordsmanship. And legend has it that powerful beings slumber in this land. This sword has been in my family for generations, and only a real man can wield it true. I may face any manner of man or beast, but none shall be a match for my sword. This land is a right mess, eh? King's gone. The people have a mad glint in their eyes. The land itself is overrun by terrible beasts. No better place to test my sword, eh? This land is a right mess. Well, no.
Okay, got through our dialogue here. Let's just quick head back to Majula real quick. We have Sublime Bone Dust, potentially some upgrades to do. Again, we don't need the Dragon Rider Soul. Okay, we might be able to get 2 levels here.
Bearer of the curse, seek souls, seek the king, lest this land swallow you whole.
Okay, so our faith is good because it'll look like 50 with the Saint's Hood on. Let's just keep getting our endurance up to 30.
I knew you.
Getting our mace up. Let's start actually upgrading that Hunter's Black Bow too. So just at +3, we're already at 100 or 108 damage versus +5 lightning, which is 144. So we're getting close to that. Good for arrows.
I'll be around.
I knew you. Thank you kindly.
And then just before we conclude this episode, we are going to use a Fragrant Branch on Strayed, just to free him. Because he will have miracles later on in the game that we might want. And he has been petrified for quite a while. Let's leave the poison moss on for now. Not sure if there's any more poison.
Thank you, young traveler. I am Strayed, a wandering sorcerer of sorts. I've been a guest for a very long time, but I don't think that anybody will miss me.
A little creepy.
Very good. Very good indeed. Cursed one, weak you may be, but I, Strayed, will teach you my spells. Oh, how long was I sat petrified? Long enough for the old kingdom to have crumbled, I see. Why didn't anyone wake me sooner? Drangleic. I've never heard the name.
Oh, he's been petrified a long time.
Is that what they call this place now? Very good. Very good indeed. The cursed ones were imprisoned within this land. Of course, you came of your own free will. The people fear the cursed ones like a plague. Some people would rather keep dreadful things out of sight, out of mind. In the end, they swept them up and corralled them here. So very typical of meek minds, don't you think? Once people became aware of their own frailty, they seized anybody they found undesirable, cursed or no, and impounded them here. Whoever posed even the slightest threat was removed, all so that they could sleep better at night. They even turned the great Strayed into a stone. Many kingdoms rose and fell on this tract of earth. Mine was by no means the first. Anything that has a beginning also has an end. No flame, however brilliant, does not one day splutter and fade. But then, from the ashes, the flame reignites, and a new kingdom is born, sporting a new face. It is all a curse. And it is your cursed flesh that will inherit the flame.
Okay, so you can buy a couple items. The Forlorn set slowly appears here the more times you encounter the Forlorn. You have some rings. The Ring of Knowledge will increase your intelligence. The Lingering Trading Crest Ring will extend length of spell effect. And the Agape Ring will absorb souls. And then he will over time get more spells, I believe, and pyromancies and miracles. And then you can trade boss souls for certain items as well. We do not have any of these, but the cool one is probably the Warp Sword. I debated actually using that for this build, then went with the Hide Spear and Mannequin Saber. Yeah, pretty cool though. I forget if there are any miracles he has that we'd want yet. Resplendent Life, Unveil, no, so we don't really need anything yet.
Feeble cursed one.
I think the main one we'd want is actually going to be Sacred Oath, which happens after we fight Valstad. A little later in the game. Couple areas, actually. Okay. We are back in Drangleic Castle. I think we're going to call it for this one. In our next episode, we're going to finish the rest of the area. and we're going to be taking on the Looking Glass Knight. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll be talking again real soon.